let's remove the clips. Okay, we're going to trim some of this off with the razor knife. The more we trim off with the razor, the less we have to sand. And there is an interesting thing about sanding the leather. What is leather? Leather is simply just skin, although albeit tough skin. And when we sand, we produce a lot of heat. So what you actually have here is the smell of burning flesh. It can get quite nasty if you let the leather get too hot. So the more we can trim off with a razor knife, the better off we are. Okay, it's all smoothed out, evened off. On the next step here, I set my scribes to the distance that I want to set the thread at. Now I have a line marked there for my stitching. Now that the line for the stitching is marked out, I can use the different forks and go and make a pattern that I can then go over to the drill press and start drilling. So I'm going to lay the fork on the line and stand it up. Okay, now we've got all the holes marked. ready to be stitched up. It's time to stitch up this sheath. I put it in this little wood clamp because I don't have a stitching pony, and that'll help make this a little bit easier. So we're going to start with a piece of one single piece of artificial sinew with a needle on each end. And we're going to start by passing it through halfway. Put the two needles together. You probably can't see this. It's out of frame. And I'm going to pull this till they're even. Now I have my two pieces of thread with my needles at each end of it, and we'll go through the next hole. What you're going to do is pass both needles through the same hole. So since we just passed the other one through there, we go through here with this one. And we'll pull them tight. Now, when I start out, I want to do double on the first. So I'm going to come back through here. Stuff gets tangled on, caught and tangled on everything with such long thread. And back through there with the first one. And pull it tight. Now we're just going to go down the line as normal, right through every hole. So, but we have that double stitch on the beginning because that's where there's the most pressure is going to be. So I want it extra strong. So come through with the one needle, go back through the same hole with the other one, and pull it tight. I flip the sheath around. I'm a little over halfway done. We're in the home stretch now. Last few holes. Still doing the same thing, just going back and forth. Do the same hole with each needle. That's the last hole, but I'm going to come back a couple. And do that double up. And I'm going to go through the back side. I'm going to leave both pieces hang out on the back, tie a knot, cut it, and burn it. Now let's make the stitching look a little nicer. Next, we're going to use this tool and take some off the corners. This puts a nice bevel on the leather.